Hi, Jez here from nigezza.blogspot.com. I'm here to make another box for a Yankee candle. This time it's going to be for a single Yankee candle, and this pink grapefruit candle I thought would go nicely with Flirty Flamingo. It's quite a similar shade, I thought. So it's going to be a lidded box. For the lid, I'm using a piece of Flirty Flamingo that is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 square, and for the base it's the width of A4, which is 8 1/4, and then it is 4 1/4 tall, and then you just need a scrap for doing some stamping on in a moment. So I'm going to stamp on this piece of paper to create a pattern, and I'm going to use this Feathery Friends, which is a hostess stamp set, which I really liked, and I thought it's a nice one that you could use to watercolour, but we're just going to use it here for an outline, and I'm going to be using these 4 elements within it today. Okay, so I have already mounted my stamps. So let me get my Flirty Flamingo ink. I am actually going to put a bit of already stamped on paper underneath so that I don't make this too dirty. Okay, so I've got my stamps, got my ink, and I'm going to do the big one first. I'm going to do it so that I don't ink the stem. When I did it first time, I inked the stem, and that sort of got in the way a bit, really. So not that it got in the way, but you sort of ended up with these sort of stems that didn't look particularly pretty, I didn't think. So when I did the last box, I used the latest in colour DSP, but I don't have any in the 2016-2018 in colours, so I thought I'll create my own. So now I'm going to go in with these flowers. And then with this one, I just think these are really nice sort of abstract flower designs. That create a nice effect. Going to do another one in there. There we go. I think that's enough. Stick one in there. Yep. So that'll do. And then I am going to score this, and then I'm going to do some stamping on that. But I want to see where I need to stamp. So I'm just going to give these clean with my Stampin' scrub. And then I'm going to score both these using my scoreboard. The lid is going to have a 1-inch lip, so I'm going to score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Oops. Slip slightly there, but I don't think you'll notice it. think it'll be fine. Once it's folded and burnished, it'll be right. That's fine, you won't see that bit. Okay, now this piece is gonna be scored. If we turn it this way and we score it at 2 inches, and then this way we are going to score at 2, 4, 6 and 8, and then we're just going to fold and burnish all those score lines. And then that one that way. Okay. And then before we start assembling our box, I am just going to do a little stamping on these bits here, which is going to be the bit that you see, and I'm going to use the leaf from that stamp set. So I'm just going to stamp it there. You're only actually going to see the bit in the middle, so it doesn't matter if it goes over the edge. And then the last bit of stamping I'm going to do, which I may as well do whilst I've got everything out, is stamping my daisies. So I've got my daisy mounted. I've got a bit of scrap here, and so I'm going to do 2 daisies to form my flower. Put that one over there. There we go, and that is all the stamping done. So now we'll start to assemble my box. Okay, so for the lid we are just going to cut up and notch these bits here. Okay, and for this we are just going to cut up each on the shorter section, each of these. And then that's going to fold in there. Decide whether or not I want, which bit I want to be the front. That bit's going to be the front, so cut that off, and we notch all of them apart from that one. And now let's get glue in. So I'm just going to put a bit of Tombow down there. That's that stuck. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow on each of these layers so that they hold and we don't have any gapey bits. Put Tombow around the edge of this. Fold that over, and then with my little bone folder, which I can't find, so I'll just use my fingers. She says scanning the desk. I used it a minute ago. So that's the base of the box, and the Yankee candle goes in there. And then for the lid, we are just going to glue on each of these flaps. And then we're just going to stick them down. And you can see you've got a nice little pattern down there. That one really could do with being notched the other way. Just cut a bit off that so it doesn't stick out. Done. And then the lid goes on like so. So you've got this nice little leafy pattern going around. And then we'll get a daisy punch and one, 2 daisies. And then the way I curl my daisies is I take a piece of foam and using my end of my pokey tool, which was here 2 seconds ago because I just used it in the practice one, and now I actually can't see it. I really actually can't see it. I really actually can't see it. I know I said that, but I really actually can't see it. Do you know, I feel like I might just give up today. There we go. I have filmed 2 videos that I can't use, and this is the 3rd video that I may or may not be able to use. So there we go. So they're all curling that way, and we'll do that one. So just drawing it from the outside in rather than inside out. Do inside out, nothing happens. Do outside in and you get a bit of a keel. So stick a bit of Tombow in the middle there, and then we're going to stick our flowers together so that they overlap nicely to form a full flower. hold it in place, get a dimensional, which I shall stick in the middle, and then that goes on the top of the box. Like so. Now, can you hear? To stop that moving around like that, we take a piece of Whisper White. Well, you could do anything really, but we're going to stick Whisper White because that's the colour of the box. And we're going to go 3 and a smidge, so that's like an 1/8, by 3 and a smidge. And we're going to score at 1/2 inch all the way around. That looks like a wonky 1/2 inch. A bit better. So just give it a slight help. Then we're going to take our 1.5 inch circle punch, and this we're just going to put it in as far as it will go and sort of centre it between those two lines. And that's where the candle will sit. Okay. And then we're just going to cut up and wedge out. Ping it here, ping it there, then bits of cardboard, ping everywhere. Right, a little bit of glue on each of the corners. And hold that in place. And then take our box, and that goes down inside the box. Fits because we took a smidge off. If we hadn't took a smidge off, it wouldn't fit. So there we've got our little holder in there. The candle will now sit in there and no rolling about. Put our little lid on, and then just to finish it off, I'm going to use one of these gems. These are the little glitter enamel dots. And I'm going to take one of the big ones. I'm going to go for that one, because these are actually berry burst. But if I go for the one at the end there, that is the lightest shade, I think that will go in there. No, I won't. Don't like it. Changed my mind. I was going to do that. Changed my mind. I'm going to do what I did in the practice run on the one that went wrong. And I'm actually going to do stamp off, stamp on. There, like that. Thinking on my feet. and I might get my Wing Castella and paint over the middle. So it has got a little bit of bling on there. So there we go. So I've done a Yankee candle box for 3 and then 1 for 2 using that hostess gift to stamp the DSP. It's quite pretty. Okay, everything, all the measurements will be on my blog, nigezza.blogspot.com, and you'll be able to click on my shop, and if you use the hostess code for August, and you might get that as a thank you. Okay, thanks, bye.